Hello, welcome to Solving Politics, the only show that actually gives you answers on political issues and shows you how to go ahead and implement them. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. I want to talk to you about what one of the biggest, if not the biggest mistake the human race has made in recent history, and that is having given trillions of dollars in phony, unearned oil wealth to Muslim Arab countries. These are countries that have been at war with the human race since they were created, since they were told by Muhammad that in the revelation that he received, well, you could maybe even say voices he heard inside his head, that told him he was the final revelation from God, and he had a right to go ahead and kill anyone who didn't submit to him. This has been going on 1,400 years. And the biggest mistake the human race has ever made, or one of them, is giving trillions of dollars in phony, unearned oil wealth to these Arab Muslim countries. Now, some of them have used it for good. You got to be fair. Countries like the United Arab Emirates have been an absolute marvel. Do you know that 99% of their GDP doesn't even come from oil? What an amazing accomplishment. But then you've got other ones out there. You've got ones that fund world terrorism. You've got ones that are run by people from the Muslim Brotherhood. You've also got the ones, in addition to that, who do everything they can to subvert the West. Remember what Islam's second ummah, its second law says, and this explains a lot. Always support other Muslims, whether they're the victim or oppressor. Oppressor is the key word. You can oppress anyone you want, and other Muslims are duty-bound to support you. Hell, you can even be a Muslim or oppressing your own people, and they're duty-bound not to think and not to question. Let's look at those trillions of dollars in unearned phony oil wealth that had to be dug out of the ground by Western companies and handed to the Muslims there, who'd been at war with anyone they could get their hands on since they originally, since these Arab countries were first created. No one would have ever thought about handing trillions of dollars to Nazis or having handed trillions of dollars to communists. I submit to you that handing it to these Islamic countries, that's even worse. At least the communists and at least the fascists didn't believe that they should go ahead and die. They thought everyone else should die. These guys actually think they're so demented, they think they should die so they could go to Jannah, a big whorehouse in the sky of complete perversion. Or you have 72 virgins who regrow their hymens after sex and beautiful little boys to service you and rivers of alcohol. Complete depravity. I mean, if you can't figure out what a con job that is, you need to certainly work on your ability to think. So that's what we've got going on here. Now, let me talk a little bit about how to defeat this. Number one is when you're called an Islamophobe. Well, firstly, right-wing politics just wilts because it's run by really stupid people. Islamophobia means fear of the spread of Islam. It's meant it for 1,400 years. It was the Islamists themselves that got the definition changed. Go back any time in history. That is what Islamophobia has meant, fear of the spread of Islam. It doesn't mean discrimination against Muslims. It was the Islamic organizations themselves that got the definition changed, and stupid people in the West who let them get away with it. Second thing you're going to get from them is a lot of cry bullying. When people think of the Islamists, the first thing they think of is, well, maybe it's conquest or the terrorism, 48,000 acts of Islamic terrorism, pretty much all of them documented on the Religion of Peace website. But really what people should be thinking about is the cry bullying. And these guys, these Islamists would have gone nowhere in the West if it wasn't for their left-wing allies. Leftists, with their ridiculous attitude that, hey, we're Westerners or hey, we're white, so we're bad, just take him down in 1 to 2 sentences. You always take your adversary down in 1 to 2 sentences like an apex predator, like something at the top of the food chain. Never spew a bunch of little statistics and policies and procedures like a right-wing guppy. When you speak, it's not what people are going to remember 5 minutes from now. It's what they're going to remember 5 months or 5 years from now. And here's what you have to say. Name anything better, leftists, in all of human history than Western civilization. You can't, so shut up. Name a better superpower in all of human history than the United States of America. You can't, so keep quiet. This is the country in 250 years that's liberated more people than every country in the history of civilization combined. Is the sole superpower for the last several decades. We presided over the most peaceful and prosperous period in human history. Hell, the USA has even fought 7 wars to free Muslims. That's right, 7 wars to free Muslims. But it doesn't matter, because going back to the Islamists, you'll never get anything more than the cry bullying. Attack, and then pretend you're the victim. Textbook criminal behavior. Oh, you kill us all. Oh, you genocide us. Oh, you murder us. You steal our oil. Oh, you invade our countries. We wouldn't have had to been there if you weren't a bunch of criminal dictatorships that did nothing but brutalize your own people and export terror. If you were democracies, wouldn't have to worry about it. I want to use the United Arab Emirates as an example on how to behave. They're a benchmark on tolerance. So that's how you deal with it. Now, what leftists love to do, their allies, is find the worst things that the West has ever done and beat us over the head with it. All you need to say to them is, why is all you know how to do on the left is find the worst things we've ever done and beat us over the head with it? What a bunch of awful people you are. Any idiot can do that, especially since we are run in the U.S. and probably past that by Learjet leftists. The presidential class of frauds and pigs. Always reduce your adversary down to the singularity. Your presidential class of frauds and pigs, Learjet leftists is the term to use. Don't use any other weak terminology. People who spew lies and nonsense about fairness and social justice and climate change and diversity. Meanwhile, the leadership on the left is nothing but private jets, private yachts, multiple mansions, private estate compounds, million-dollar weddings, private armed bodyguards. What does the left do? They toss you their little cookies. Oh, here's your little government program. Nothing but a Ponzi scheme that you have to pay for yourself as the leadership lives the life of opulence and royalty. Want to learn how to take them down? That's easy. Demand the leadership on the left. Demand that they give you their life of opulence and royalty. Hey, why am I not getting those private jets and yachts and limos and multiple and million-dollar weddings and private armed bodyguards? Why are you just giving me scraps off your floor? I deserve those huge benefits that you get. Am I some kind of a subhuman that I don't get it? Watch them squirm as they try to defend that. All right, enough on these 2 subjects. We'll be back shortly.